Hare Krishna everyone, I am Kavya Budhiraja and welcome back to Being Krishna Conscious. Today is 14th of February, the day of love. It is the Valentine's Day. In this video, I will be telling you the real meaning of this Valentine's Day, why is it celebrated and how can we get our real Valentine. In the earlier centuries, there were two saints. One, a Catholic priest, and another one was a bishop in a Catholic church. They both were captured, tortured, and murdered on 14th of February because they were God conscious and they wanted to preach this message of God consciousness to all the people around them. Now, these two saints were purely celibate, which means they were brahmacharis. Then, why is this day considered to be the day of love? We can see birds and other creatures mating at this time of the year. So, because that mating was seen on this particular day on which Saint Valentine's was murdered, this day came to be known as Saint Valentine's Day. But because we are of the modern civilization and we don't like saints, so we removed the words saint and kept it as Valentine's Day. So, next time when you ask someone, will you be my Valentine? Please know the real meaning behind it. And I believe that this day is very significant, especially for a devotee. Because here is an example that a person gave up on everything, including his life, for preaching the message of God consciousness. Now, moving on to the next part of this video, finding true love. Scriptures reveal that love should be unconditional and uninterrupted. It should be unalloyed without having any other motivation behind it. A symptom of true love is that you only want to give, and give to the other person. You only have the desire to serve the other person for his or her happiness. But we can see that the relationships today are not based on this serving attitude. Rather, they are based on taking attitude. Today, we can see everyone just wants to take and take from the other person. Is this love or is this just lust? On this Valentine's Day, a boy expresses his love for a girl. Now, generally speaking, is this boy attracted to the inner qualities or inner beauty of this girl? Or is it just the outer packaging to which this boy is getting attracted? Well, in most of the cases, it is the outer beauty of the girl. Likewise, does a girl get attracted to the inner qualities of a man or a boy? Or is she only attracted to the comforts or the material things that the man can provide? If we see on a practical level, then we will observe that the relationships today are only based on giving and taking, which is nothing but a business transaction. So, is this love or is it just a business? In the book Science of Self-Realization, Srila Prabhupada clearly mentions that one cannot satisfy even one person during his lifetime. And this is very practical. We can observe personally, we can't satisfy our spouse, our children, our grandchildren, our neighbor, or sometimes even ourselves. And scriptures reveal that we cannot find real or true love in this material world. So then the question comes, where can we find it? To answer this question, let me tell you a beautiful story. Once, Krishna was having a severe headache. So he asked his devotee Narad Muni to get some dust from the lotus feet of his pure devotees. So keeping this instruction on his head, Narad Muni straightaway went to the wives of Krishna and requested them to give them a little dust from their feet because Krishna is having headache. The wives were shocked and without a moment they refused. And they told Narad Muni, "Hey Muni, we can never let the dust from our feet on the head of our husband. That way, we will straightaway head towards Nark or hell." So the wives refused. So now Narad Muni went to some other personalities too and asked them for the dust from their lotus feet. But they refused too. Now Narad Muni went to Krishna and told him, "Hey Krishna, I am not able to get you the thing that you asked me." So Krishna said, "Hey Narad, go for one last time and this time approach the Braj Gopanganas or the Braj Gopis." So as instructed by Krishna, Narad Muni came to Braj and in Braj came to Gopis and told them, "Hey dear Gopis, Lord Krishna is suffering from a severe headache, and to relieve him from this pain, I need to get dust from your lotus feet. Please kindly give that to me." Now the gopis, without taking even one moment, took some dust from their lotus feet and handed it over to Narad Muni. Now Narad Muni was relieved and at the same time he was confused. So he asked the gopis, "Dear gopis, don't you know that if this dust is touched by the lotus head of Krishna, you will be heading towards the hellish planets?" The gopis said, "Yes, Narad Muni, we are completely aware of it. And we don't care about it because nothing comes before Krishna's happiness for all of us. If Krishna is satisfied, we have no problem in suffering and being tortured in hellish planets lifetime after lifetime. But Krishna's happiness is a priority for us. So this is love. Love is that place in which we only serve the other person. We work only for the other person's happiness and we are ready to undergo any unpleasant situation. But that person's happiness shall be our priority. One personal incident I would like to share. I was 16 years old and I was attending a special seminar on the day of Valentine's Day, 14th of February. And the session was being taken by Her Grace Shamakripa Mataji. And she was asking all of us, who here would like to go on a date with Krishna? And I still remember all of us raised our hands. And Mataji said that Krishna is ready to take us on a date. The only thing is that we have to make an attempt. We have to establish our relationship with Krishna. And how can we do that? Simply by serving unto his lotus feet. By serving the devotees of Sri Krishna, we can serve Krishna. Because the only person who can recommend us to Sri Krishna are his pure devotees. And Krishna himself says that he loves us so dearly, like no other person. Even our parents cannot love us the way Krishna loves us. Because he's our ever well-wishing friend. He's our true lover. He's our true father. He is our true guru. So this Valentine's Day, let us not be fooled by the material conception of this day. Let's make an endeavor to realize that our true love is none other than Sri Krishna himself. And we can only get true happiness by serving Krishna. And trust me, if we take one step, Krishna will take hundreds of steps towards us. Krishna is eagerly waiting with both of his arms raised, ready to embrace us as soon as we realize what Krishna means to us. So our real endeavor should be to please Krishna by pleasing his pure devotees. And that way, as scriptures also mention, that love should be uninterrupted and unalloyed. We will find the true love of our life, which is none other than Sri Krishna himself. I hope that this video was useful for all of us in order to guide us in our journey of finding our true love and also to make us realize the significance behind this Saint Valentine's Day, which is true devotion and love for God. Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jai Sri Radhe Shyam.